Hey guys, Blitz here. So I'm here with my UBA Draft Analysis. So if you didn't watch the draft stream, I believe it was on Gregulator's account. Could be wrong. I will try to link it in the description below if you want to watch the entire draft. If you haven't seen the draft, I recommend going to watch that first before you watch this team analysis, just so nothing's spoiled. If you don't know what the UBA is, it is a very, very strong league that I joined. So we have players like Regulator, as I mentioned, Aberforth, Aki VGC. Who else do we have? We have Top Tier Boy. Who else? Can't remember. Keegan, very strong player, former MPL champion. The Flying Bird, one of my good buddies. I believe he's my week 1 opponent as well, so that'll be very fun. And then there's Carson, the other. He's one of the commissioners. He's the original. He made the league. We had kind of a half a season last year, but it kind of died off. So this is kind of like the rebirth with a lot more top players. So a very challenging league. So I believe I had around number 8 pick. Actually, hold on. I need to explain something first to you guys. So the way we did it, we were allowed to trade picks. So for example, I could trade my number 3 pick and my number 11 pick for 2 of Greg's, a 5 and a 6 from Greg, which I believe we actually did. I'm not sure if those are the exact rounds, but we did something like that. So it's kind of fun that way because you could kind of mess around and try some stuff out. So that was cool. So we'll just jump into my team. So first pick, we grabbed Kieran Black. Kieran Black is just so good. It gives me so many options. With its ridiculous 170 attack stat, but then it also has crazy bulk to go with it, so I can take hits very easily with Kieran Black. I could run defensive, I could run assault vest, I could run sub roost. There's just so many things I can do with Kieran Black, and I thought it was well worth a first round pick. I'm actually surprised it lasted so long. Like, I was number 8. Usually Kieran Black goes top 3. But I think there was some new toy syndrome in this draft as well, so Kieran did last a little longer, so it's nice that we were able to pick it up at number 8. We'll just jump right into our next pick. Our next pick was Thunderous Eye. So Thundy Eye and Kieran Black is Bird's favorite little core, so I grabbed the Bird core, and it's kind of interesting that we play him the first week, is we're good buddies, so it's kind of nice to steal his stuff and then hopefully beat him with it. So that's kind of fun. Thundy's nice. Both my mons right now can go physical or special, which is very, very nice. So I'm not really restricted, and it's hard for people to prep for them. Thundy has great coverage with stuff like Superpower, Knockoff, Sludge Wave, and then it's Stab. I think it also has Psychic, maybe Dark Pulse. I believe it also got defogged this round with the remake, so that's very nice. Prankster T-Wave is always nice. I think it might actually have Tailwind too now. Not completely sure on that one. Probably wrong, but if it does, that'd be nice. By the way, I know what gets Prankster T-Wave. Defiant is also very nice ability if I'm facing something like a Lando T or an Arcanine. Well, I won't be facing Arcanine, but if I'm facing a Lando T, then it'll be very helpful just to switch in on the Intimidate. So that's very nice. Next pick, we went with Sylveon. So Sylveon, great fairy type. As you can see here with the trades, we actually switched the order up a bit. So this pick was traded. Yeah, so we picked up Sylveon. Good fairy type, pairs very well with Kieran Black, so that's nice. Just good Wish Protect, Heal Bell kind of mon, but then also can run Scarf or Specs. So Sylveon is a very versatile mon and very powerful with Pixelate Hyper Voice. Sylveon can do damage when you don't really prepare it to do damage. Like I can run a specially defensive Sylveon, but a Hyper Voice is still gonna do damage. So that's always nice. Our round 4 pick, we went with Arcanine. This is what I mean when I said if we won't be facing Arcanine. Arcanine is probably my favorite fire type to use in the format. Just because it's so versatile. It's probably best used in a defensive role with Intimidate, but Offensive is perfectly viable, as people normally prep for a more defensive Arcanine, and the extreme speed priority is very nice, especially on my team. I have really nice breakers, but just the priority is always nice. Yeah, that's pretty much Arcanine. Bulky Fire type, offensive Fire type, Intimidate. Can run Flash Fire if we really want to. Probably won't very often, but you never know. Could come in handy. Round 5 pick, we grab Registeel to finish off our Fairy Dragon Steel Core. We were kind of running out of Steel types, so I thought Registeel, like this would be a good time to grab Registeel. It's kind of passive, but it does the job and it's very bulky. And you'd be surprised that it can actually do damage. Like, it's not setup fodder as long as you prepare it not to be setup fodder. Like, if you don't build right, then yeah, it's setup fodder. But as long as I prepare properly, Registeel won't be setup fodder. So it's very nice. But yeah, Registeel is pretty self-explanatory. Finish off our core. Our next pick, we went with Crobat, just for some speed and another defogger, as our team is relatively weak to rocks with three mons taking 25% and Thundy, Arcanine, and Kyurem. So Crobat gives us another defogger, very fast mon, giving us the 375 speed tier that we didn't have before. So it's nice. Nasty Bat is a thing if we want to run special. Brave Bat with Band is always nice. You can always run defensive, as it's a very good check for things like, especially like bug types, so like a Mega Beedrill. Crobat walls nicely. It gives me ground immunity that I only had in Thundy before. Yeah, just a relatively strong mon, and I think it will put in work for me. I've used it before. Haven't used it to the greatest of my ability, but I have used it before, so it's not a new mon to me. Our next pick, we grab Cobalion, which Cobalion I did make my Z user, which is, people were wondering why I made it my Z user. My reasoning is Cobalion gets a lot better with Z moves compared to something like Kyurem or Thundurus, which don't benefit quite as much as Cobalion. Like, I'd rather have 3 very good mons than like 1 broken mon and 1 okay mon. I'd rather just have 3 good mons, make people prep for that, and yeah, that's my reasoning. Besides that, Cobalion can be physical, can be special. Pretty good bulk. Gives me another rocker, which I only had Registeel before, so that's nice. Volt Switch. Double Dance is always nice. It's very common in UU right now. I ran it I think a couple times, like the UU Grand Slam, or UU Open, I guess is part of the Grand Slam last time. So Cobalion is a very good mon, and I'm looking forward to using it. Our next pick, we grab Chestnut. So grass types were running very low. Like, I think it was down to this and maybe like Whimsicott, and I don't like Whimsicott, so I picked up Chestnut. Chestnut's pretty simple. It's a nice physical wall. With the odd case, you can run that Belly Drum. Get off of that. You can run the Belly Drum Salicberry set. So that's always fun. Yeah, Leech Seed is always nice. Good Spiker as well. I don't think I had spikes on any other mon, so it's nice to have spikes. So yeah, Chestnut's pretty self-explanatory, but very good mon. And I find a mon that people don't really prep for as often as you would think. Like a Belly Drum Chestnut can definitely catch people off guard, which is kind of what I'm going for. Especially with how top heavy my team is on offense. Like, you're gonna have to prep for Kyurem Black and Arcanine and Thunder's Eye and Crobat and Cobalion. Or like a Belly Drum Chestnut might just slide underneath the radar and maybe pick up some late game kills or something like that. So pretty nice. Our next pick was Mega Blastoise to finish up our core. Some people hate on Mega Blastoise. I'm a really big fan of it, just because it's such a great spinner, and I need more hazard removal. Especially, I prefer spinners over defoggers. Just with a team like mine, I can stack, so it's nice to not remove my hazards as well. And Blastoise is such a powerful mon. Like, it's not a passive spinner. Like, you're not gonna, and you can't switch in a Ghost type on it either with Dark Pulse. So it's very hard to spin block a Mega Blastoise unless you're like a Ghost fighting type, which I don't think there are any of those. There's probably like 20 of them, but I can't think of any right off my head. So Mega Blastoise, strong spinner, very powerful mon, good water type, and pairs very well with Sylveon. Sylveon's a nice wish passer for things like Registeel and Mega Blastoise that don't have recovery. So I thought those would mesh pretty well together. And then our next pick, we grabbed Weezing. Weezing, I just found, is a nice physical wall. Gives me a poison type. Gives me toxic spikes, which is always nice. Actually, does Weezing get toxic spikes? It actually might not. I remember thinking it might not. So it could actually not give me toxic spikes. But anyways, it's a good defensive wall. It's hard to find things in tier 5 that I could actually like use. So I thought Weezing was one of the only things I knew I could actually use down there. So that's kind of why I picked it up. And then our last pick was Rhydon. I didn't actually have a ground type. And Rhydon I've used before and I kind of like it. It's good for things like Tapu Koko and stuff. So yeah, in tier 5 it was kind of the best thing left. So I picked it up. Pretty simple. So that is my UBA team. I will be uploading, I believe, on Wednesday, the team builder. I think the battles go up on Thursday, so I'll put my team builder. My team builder will be up a day before the first battle. So I'm not really sure what. I think Greg said that Thursday will be our battle day, but I'm not completely sure. We'll see. Either way, I will see you guys in my team builder. And good luck to everyone else in the UBA this season.